Good morning, happy Tuesday, welcome to the vlog. So I had no intention of putting on real clothes today. I realized that today I want to go to the library because I need to film my November TBR, and one of the books I need for that video is a library book, so I have to pick it up from the library. Fingers crossed they actually have it. It says they do, but sometimes the internet lies to us, so you know. So I'm just going to really quickly talk about the books that I plan to read this week, and then I am going to head to the library, do some filming, do some reading, usual Tuesday things. So the first book that I plan to read this week is a carryover from last week, and that is A Discovery of Witches. I am about 100 pages into this. I said in my last vlog, it's taking me a while to get into this. Nothing's really happening. Our main character is doing a lot of athletic things and bookish things, hanging out in the library, and that's pretty much all that's happened in the first 100 pages. But I'm going to keep reading this, keep trucking along, but I feel like this is going to be one of those books that I kind of have to be in the mood to read, so we'll see if I'm in the mood to read it at all this week. And then the next one is another carryover. It's Dead Witch Walking. Don't click off the video. There is one new book in here that I'm going to talk about, too, if you include the audiobook that I'm listening to. Dead Witch Walking is another carryover. I am still 50 pages into this. I didn't read any more last week, but I am enjoying it, so I'm hopefully going to continue this. Also, today is Tuesday. What is it? October 28th? So we're getting very close to Halloween in the end of October, so I want to finish up my witchy October reads. So yeah, this one will be happening this week, hopefully. And then the last physical book I have was not actually in the plan at all, but my husband just started the audiobook, so I'm like, oh, how cool would it be if I can actually read a book along with him and actually have somebody to sit there and chat with whenever I want about the book I'm reading. So yeah, this is happening. It wasn't in the plan, like I said. It wasn't even on my radar for October at all. But Dark Matter by Blake Crouch has been on my overarching TBR for a really long time. I've had my eye on this book for probably a year or something. I love the sound of this, so I am excited to read it. It just wasn't really in the plan. But since he picked up the audiobook, I'm just going to read along with him so that we can chat about it. For audiobooks, I'm continuing in the Cupcake Bakery mystery series, the Cozy Mystery series by Jen McKinley. I actually already finished a book this week. So look, I'm already up one book and it's only Tuesday. I finished Buttercream Bump Off, which the name always makes me laugh because it's so ridiculous. But I finished Buttercream Bump Off yesterday. And so I am starting... Shoot, I probably should have been more prepared for this video. I don't know what the next one's called. I'll put a picture up so you can see. But I will be reading this cozy mystery this week, or listening to this cozy mystery on audiobook this week. And The Runaway by Holly Overton, which I've been reading for 3 months. But that one, so The Runaway isn't really gripping me either. It's about a foster child who was adopted by a police psychologist or something like that. And she starts dating this kid that is, lives on the street, and he's part of this, they call it the tribe. It's just this group of homeless people that all stay together. There's upheaval in the tribe, so the kid runs away, wants to run away, and he convinces this girl to run away with him. So yeah, they're on a bus to somewhere, and that's pretty much all that's happened in the first 30% of the book. So that one's really not capturing my attention, which I feel bad about because it was an arc from NetGalley. But I'll finish it eventually and then I'll review it, and hopefully it'll get better so that I can give it a good review. So that's it for my reading plans this week. That's a lot, again, considering I only read 2 books last week, but we'll see how much I can get through, and I will check in again after I've read something. Look at these books. They're all red and black. They all have a Halloween-y vibe to them. I didn't even do that on purpose. Okay, I got home, made myself a nice coffee, set up my little thing to film. So before I do that, I am going to just go through the books that I got at the library real quick. So the book that I actually went for is Come the Morning by Shannon Drake. And if you say, wow, Sarah, that looks like 90s historical romance, if I've ever seen it. That's exactly what it is. And it's for a video that I'm not going to tell you about yet because I have to see if it actually works out. But yeah, this is what I went for. It's going to be on my November TBR, and it is for a video idea that I have. So that's what I went for. And then I just happened to be walking through, and this book caught my eye. So my mother is a quilter. She, like, I have so many quilts, I don't even know what to do with them. There's not enough cold months in a year in Antarctica to use all the quilts that I have from her. Love them. They're all gorgeous, but I have so many quilts. So yeah, anytime I see anything about quilting or quilters, I think of her. And so I just happened to be like walking by the end of the stacks, and my eye caught on this book, and it's called The True Love Quilting Club. So I was like, oh, I wonder if that's something Mom would read. And then I picked it up, and it turns out it's something that I would read. So I got it. I guess it's about this girl, and I really don't know. It says after 12 years of shattered dreams, she heads back to the Ladies of True Love Quilting Club and to her first love. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like a romance that's based around a girl that goes to a quilting club in her hometown. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't necessarily sound like it's exactly in my wheelhouse, but it sounds close enough that I was like, it's a library book. I'm just going to grab it. So I did. And then while I was trying to get out of the stacks, my eyes caught on another book. Because I'm not going to lie, I just like the spine of it, and that's terrible to say because who picks out books like that? But it is A Bad Bride's Tale by Polly Williams. And I kind of liked the way this looked. So my eye, it caught my eye, so I got it. And it's about, I read the blurb while I was there. It's like this girl, she's in her mid-30s, and she's getting married, and she's, I guess, kind of getting cold feet. Like, she's not sure if she wants to marry this guy or if she's just afraid that her time is running out. So yeah, that's all I know about this one. So yeah, that's my little mini library haul from today. I went for one book. I ended up with 3. Story of a Bookish Person's Life. It's fine. So yeah, I am going to drink my coffee. I might eat a little something. It is like 1:30 and I haven't had lunch yet. But yeah, and then I have to film my November TBR. So yeah, and then maybe I'll actually get some reading done today. I got books. I've talked about books, but I haven't actually picked up a book yet today. Jack-o'-lantern spectacular.
I need a shovel.
Neighbors are dead quiet. Hello. Happy Halloween. It's Halloween. I'm a minion for work. I don't know if anyone else is going to be dressed up. This might be super embarrassing. I'm gonna bring a change of clothes just in case. But yeah, this is the look I'm going with today since I'm not going to be home to do like hand out candy to trick-or-treaters. I'm like, well, I have to do something festive, so I decided to dress up for work. Yesterday we went to at Roger Williams Park Zoo. They have a Jack-o'-lantern spectacular, and we like to go on like really not really rainy but like drizzly nights because it's less crowded. So we did that yesterday. I took some clips. And yeah, other than that, this Halloween's not going to be super exciting because I'm working until 7 o'clock at night. So yeah, that's my check-in for Halloween. All right, I am just going to wrap up the week real quick. I finished 2 things and I worked on 3 others. So the 2 things I finished were I finished Buttercream Bump Off and Death by the Dozen, which were the books 2 and 3 in the Cupcake Bakery Mystery Series by Jen McKinley. Buttercream Bump Off was about Mel's mother, the main character, Mel. Her mother went on a date with a guy and he ended up dead on their date. So of course her mother ended up being a suspect. But yeah, it worked its way out like any cozy mystery does, like all the other ones in the series. Death by the Dozen was about the main character Mel and the people from her bakery, Fairy Tale Cupcakes, entering a cooking competition, like think like Great British Bake Off or something like that, like Cupcake Wars, one of those kinds of things where they have to make different desserts with like secret ingredients and stuff. One of the main judges is murdered, and he was friends with Mel's dad, so she's close to the case, and so it goes from there. Again, like any cozy mystery does. So I finished those 2, and then I started the next one, which was Red Velvet Revenge. I got about 20% in. Sorry, my brain is not working today, so I actually have everything like written down on a notepad so I can remember what I read last week. I started Red Velvet Revenge, which is the next one in the series, and I got about 25% of the way through that by the end of the week. And that one is about the crew goes to a rodeo to sell their cupcakes, and one of the, I don't know what they're called, one of the guys that rides the bulls or whatever ends up murdered. So they're all about the same. That's why I'm having trouble. Like, I really enjoy them, but I'm having trouble like differentiating and remembering which one was which, because really they're all, a cozy mystery is a cozy mystery. They're all pretty much the same. But they're still entertaining. That's why I love them. I don't know. I love them, even though they're all very formulaic and similar, but especially when they're all from the same series. But after that, I read up to page 129 in A Discovery of Witches. Yeah, this still really isn't holding my attention. It's holding my attention a little bit better than it was the past week, but it's still not really my favorite yet, but I'm going to keep trucking along in it. And then I actually put that down to pick up Dark Matter because my husband started the audiobook of this, but I only got about 20 pages into this too. I was mostly just doing the cozy mysteries this week, I guess. So yeah, I read about 20 pages of this. I'm just gonna wrap this up here. I'm pretty happy with my reading week last week. I finished 2 books. I worked on 3 more. So yeah, it was a fairly decent reading week for me. And yeah, I hope you had a good week too, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.